Alright guys, good morning. Here's a quick video of us going over assignment C2 4.1. First thing that we have to do when we write something in slope-intercept form is that we need to have a slope, and remember slope is m, and we need to have a y-intercept, which is b. Our equation is always y equals mx plus b. So we plug in our information here. We've got a slope of 2, so that's going to go there, and a y-intercept of 9. And so 9 is going to go there. So we should have y equals 2x plus 9. Exercise 4, we would have y equals our slope, which in this case is 0, x plus 5. And this should be okay. You can get rid of this part because 0 times anything is 0, and that just eliminates it. So you could also have y equals 5. Exercise 5 is going to be y equals your slope, which is negative 3x, and then you could have plus 0 on there, and that would be okay, or you could just eliminate that part, so you could just have y equals 3x. So either one of these two would be fine. Question 6, slope-intercept form, y is equal to mx plus b, and our m is negative 7. So that would be y equals negative 7x plus 1. Alright, so remember, slope-intercept form, we need two things. We need to find what the slope is, and we need to find what the y-intercept is. So let's look at the slope. If we start here, we've got a rise of 1. So that would give us a rise of 1 and a run of 1, 2, 3. So we have positive 1/3 as our slope. Our y-intercept is here at positive 2. Putting this into slope-intercept form, you'd have y equals 1/3 x plus 2. Exercise 10, we're going to first find the m, the slope, and what we can do is start here, and it's going to go down 1. So that means that my change in y is negative 1. And then my change in x is positive 1, 2, 3, 4. So my slope is negative 1/4. My y-intercept on this one is positive 3. Putting this into slope-intercept form, y equals negative 1/4 x plus 3. Alright, the slope, our m. If I start here at this corner, right, this dot, I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to put negative 4. And then I'm going to go over 1, 2, 3. So my slope is negative 4/3. My y-intercept is 0. So we could have y equals negative 4/3 x plus 0. That would be fine. Or you can get rid of that 0. Negative 4/3 x. Either one of those two would work fine. This one here I think is the one the textbook was a little tricky on, but the first thing we want to find is our slope. So if we want to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, we had a rise of 4, and then we had a run of 2. Alright, so this is our slope, 4 halves, and then the y-intercept is negative 2. So, should have accepted y equals 4 halves x minus 2. This should have been an acceptable answer, but it wasn't. And I'll tell you why. They simplified this. But you should have been able to leave it like this, and it should have been fine. But they simplified it for the correct answer on big ideas. They wanted y equals 2x minus 2, or y equals 2 over 1x minus 2. All of these are perfectly fine, and if you did this on a test or a quiz, you'd get full credit. Alright, number 13, write an equation of a line. Remember that we need two things. We need the slope, and we need the y-intercept. And we can identify the y-intercept because it's whatever is with the 0. So the y-intercept in this case is positive 10. So now all we need to do is identify the slope. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this here as 3, 1, x1, y1, 0, 10, x2, y2, and we're going to use the equation slope is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And basically what we're doing is we're finding the change in y over the change in x. So now if I plug this in, I would have m is equal to 10 minus 1 over 0 minus 3. 10 take away 1 is 9. And 9 minus 3, or sorry, nothing minus 3 is going to be negative 3. So here's our slope. Here is our y-intercept. We would put that together as y equals negative 9/3 x plus 10. I think you could also simplify that slope into be y equals negative 3x plus 10. Either one of those should have worked just fine. 14, we've got x1, y1, x2, y2. Our equation, remember, is going to be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. We need to find two things, the slope, the y-intercept, and the y-intercept is the one that's paired with the 0. So the y-intercept is negative 5. Okay, now we just have to find the slope. So y2 is negative 5 minus 7 over 0 minus 2. Negative 5 minus 7 is negative 12. 0 minus 2 is negative 2. And a negative divided by a negative is a positive. So our slope is 12 halves. Okay, so let's talk about this. You could write the equation now as y equals 12 halves x minus 5. Or if you wanted to simplify the slope, 12 divided by 2 is 6. So you could also write this as y equals 6x minus 5. 15, same thing. We've got x1, y1, x2, y2. The formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. We need to find the slope, and we need to find the y-intercept. And in this case, the y-intercept is what's paired with the 0, so that's negative 4. Now we just have to find the slope. So I would have negative 4 minus a negative 4 over 0 minus 2. Negative 4 minus a negative 4, that's going to be plus 4. Negative 4 plus 4 is 0. And 0 divided by negative 2, that's just 0, right? So our slope on this one is 0. So to write the equation, you'd have y equals 0x minus 4. Or if you wanted to clear that up a little bit, 0 times anything is 0. And so you could just eliminate it and have y equals negative 4. Alright guys, last one like this. Here we go. We've got x1, y1, x2, y2. We've got to find the slope and the y-intercept. The y-intercept, remember, is what's paired with the 0. So the y-intercept on this one is negative 24. Now we just have to find the slope. So I would have negative 24 minus 0 over 0 minus negative 6. Negative 24 take away 0 is still negative 24. Subtracting negative 6 is the same as 0 plus 6. And so we get negative 24 sixths as our slope. Writing this as an equation, you could have y equals negative 24 sixths x minus 24. If you wanted to clean this up a little bit, negative 24 divided by 6 is going to be negative 4. And either one of these should be fine. Alright guys, that's it for the homework. Hopefully you had no problems. Make sure you ask questions in the Google Help Meet if you run into difficulties. All right, we'll see you soon.